As you read this question, you kind of realize this is a double Venn diagram problem. So we have project P. I'm going to use circle P for that, Q here. There are 40 researchers, so I'm going to start by filling as many pieces that I can. 60% work on project P, 60% of that is 24. So that 24 is this entire circle, including the overlap here. And then for Q is 30%, which is 12. Question is, how many of the researchers at the company work on project B, but not on project Q? So this is the quantity. This region is what we're looking for. And I'm going to assign that variable x. This overlap becomes 24 minus x. And in fact, I can fill that to this region here. That would be 12 minus 24 minus x, which will be 12 plus, 12 minus 24. Yeah, maybe sometimes you have to do it in steps. It's x minus 12. I knew it because I knew that if I added them, I have to get 12. So that x minus 2 is people who are working on project Q but not P. So I've now filled in all these regions. Of course, I have this also left as well. And we can compute that in terms of x too, because I know the total is 40. So that's x plus, so I'm simply adding these regions, individual regions, and then this is in neither project P nor Q. Let me call that y. Now you can certainly use the Venn diagram formula, which is really what this is, but I don't like to think about the formula. I just label individual regions and just add them up. I mean, which is really what that formula is. So that's 24, so 40 is 24. Minus 12 plus x plus y, that's 12. So y becomes 40 minus 12 minus x, or 28 minus x. So you can label this directly. And then we can summarize the question. We're looking for x. Now I'm going to look at the statements. For the researchers at the company work on project Q, but not on project P. So this region, so they're really giving you x minus 12 is 4, x is 16. Now, some of the students will disagree and say, maybe we don't want to do all this work. And you're right. I mean, sometimes it's easier to just start with the statement and filling in the numbers. So I'll grant you that. But as the questions get complicated, sometimes they give you relationships between these different regions in complex ways that it's easier to have this in place. So I leave that up to you. So 1 alone is sufficient. 2 says 12 of the researchers at the company do not work on either project P or project Q. So that's this 28 minus x is 12. And you'll see x is 28 minus 12, 16. And the fact that I'm getting the same value also gives me the assurance that I did interpret everything correctly. Because if I had gotten a different number, then maybe somewhere I'm making a mistake in interpretation. So that's kind of how I went about it. Certainly, take an approach that's comfortable for you. But I've seen over the years that doing it in this more general way is definitely helpful for the very hard ones. Maybe for this one, the difference isn't a whole lot. So just kind of keep that in mind. And the answer here is D.